Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing in the presence of someone who radiates peace, authenticity, and compassion. Their energy alone has the power to draw you closer, doesn't it? This is the emotional magnetism women hold when they embody certain qualities that touch the hearts of those around them. Today, we explore how women can nurture this powerful emotional connection. First, understand that emotional energy is contagious. The vibrations you emit, joy, kindness, patience, resonate deeply with others, especially with your partner. Men respond to this energy instinctively. When you prioritize your emotional well-being, it creates a harmonious atmosphere that invites deeper bonds. The power of emotional energy is a profound force that influences the dynamics of any relationship. In the context of men responding emotionally to women, this energy serves as an unspoken language, shaping the way connections are formed and nurtured. Emotional energy is not just about how you act, but also about what you project. Your thoughts, feelings, and inner state radiate outward, creating a ripple effect that others instinctively respond to. Emotional energy is the silent communicator that often precedes words. A calm, centered presence conveys trustworthiness and stability, while an agitated or unsettled demeanor may unintentionally create distance or discomfort. Men, like anyone else, are deeply influenced by this energy, even if they may not consciously recognize it. When a woman carries an aura of positivity and self-assurance, it naturally invites openness, curiosity, and a sense of ease in those around her. This connection begins not with grand gestures, but with subtle, consistent signals that resonate on an emotional level. It is essential to understand that emotional energy is reciprocal. What you emit into the world often finds its way back to you. If a woman exudes kindness, warmth, and joy, these qualities are more likely to be mirrored in the emotional responses she receives. In contrast, harboring negative emotions or unresolved inner conflicts can create barriers that inhibit emotional closeness. By being mindful of your emotional state, you can actively shape the kind of energy you bring into the interactions and consequently, the kind of energy you receive. Men in particular are often drawn to the stability and peace that come from positive emotional energy. This is not about perfection or suppressing genuine feelings, but about cultivating a baseline of self-awareness and emotional balance. When a woman is at ease with herself, she becomes a source of comfort and stability for those around her. This emotional harmony can create a sense of safety that encourages vulnerability and deepens the connection. Emotional energy is also a catalyst for empathy and understanding. When you project openness and attentiveness, it signals to others that you are present and willing to engage on a deeper level. This kind of energy creates a space where emotional honesty is welcomed and valued. For men who may sometimes struggle to express their emotions openly, this can be a transformative experience. It reassures them that their feelings are acknowledged and respected, fostering a sense of trust and emotional intimacy. Emotional energy transcends the immediate moment, leaving a lasting impression. The energy you bring into a relationship has a cumulative effect, building over time to strengthen the emotional foundation. A consistent pattern of positivity, kindness, and emotional balance creates a reservoir of trust and affection that can weather challenges and deepen the bond between partners. The power of emotional energy lies in its ability to bridge gaps, break down barriers, and create a connection that words alone cannot achieve. By being intentional about the energy you project, you set the stage for emotional responses that are authentic, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. It is not about controlling how others feel, but about offering them a space where their emotions can flow freely and be met with understanding and love. In this way, emotional energy becomes the invisible thread that weaves together the fabric of a lasting and meaningful relationship. Authenticity and vulnerability are the cornerstones of genuine connection in any relationship. They hold an incredible power to break through superficial layers and create bonds that are deeply rooted in trust, understanding, and emotional resonance. These qualities are especially impactful in romantic relationships, where men respond emotionally to a woman's ability to be her true self, while embracing her imperfections and opening her heart without fear of judgment. To be authentic means to show up as you are, without wearing a mask or trying to conform to external expectations. It's about allowing your unique qualities, quirks, and values to shine unapologetically. When a woman embraces her true self, she sends a powerful message that she is confident, secure, and comfortable in her own skin. This authenticity creates a space where her partner feels encouraged to do the same, fostering a mutual sense of acceptance and emotional safety. Men often find such honesty refreshing because it removes the pressure to decipher mixed signals or hidden emotions, allowing them to connect on a deeper and more meaningful level. Vulnerability, on the other hand, is the act of opening up and sharing the parts of yourself that are not always polished or perfect. It requires courage, as it means taking the risk of being seen in your entirety. Strengths, weaknesses, fears, and dreams. Contrary to the fear that vulnerability might be perceived as weakness, it is in fact a profound display of strength. It reveals that you are secure enough in yourself to let someone into your inner world. When a woman shows vulnerability, it invites a man to do the same, creating a shared emotional space where true intimacy can flourish. Together, authenticity and vulnerability build a foundation of trust, which is essential for emotional connection. Men are more likely to open up emotionally when they feel they are interacting with someone who is genuine and unafraid to show her true feelings. This dynamic shifts the relationship from surface-level exchanges to meaningful conversations that deepen understanding and strengthen the bond. For example, sharing a personal story about overcoming a challenge or expressing heartfelt gratitude for a partner's support can be incredibly impactful. These moments of openness show a willingness to connect on a human level, free of pretense or fear of rejection. Authenticity and vulnerability dismantle the barriers created by societal pressures or preconceived notions about how relationships should function. When a woman steps into her authentic self and embraces vulnerability, she breaks away from rigid roles or expectations that might stifle genuine connection. Instead, she paves the way for a relationship built on mutual respect and shared humanity. Men respond to this with a sense of relief and appreciation, as it allows them to be seen and accepted for who they truly are, free from judgment or the need to perform a role. The power of authenticity and vulnerability lies in their ability to cultivate emotional intimacy and trust. By embracing these qualities, a woman not only strengthens her connection with her partner, but also sets the tone for a relationship that is honest, supportive, and deeply fulfilling. In this space, both individuals can thrive, knowing that their true selves are valued and celebrated. Expressing appreciation is a simple yet transformative act that can create a profound emotional impact in any relationship. In romantic partnerships, it holds a particularly powerful role in fostering emotional closeness. When a woman makes the effort to acknowledge and express gratitude for her partner's actions, qualities, or presence, she establishes a foundation of mutual respect and emotional connection that strengthens the bond between them. Men in particular are deeply moved by this recognition because it validates their efforts and affirms their importance in the relationship. Appreciation is more than just saying thank you. It is an intentional act of noticing and valuing the contributions, efforts, and essence of the other person. For example, when a woman acknowledges small gestures, such as a partner helping with a task or offering emotional support during a difficult time, it reinforces the idea that his actions matter and are valued. This validation creates a positive feedback loop, encouraging more acts of kindness and connection in the future. The emotional impact of appreciation extends beyond the immediate moment. It fosters a sense of being seen and understood, which is a basic human need. Men, like anyone, want to feel that their efforts are not taken for granted, and expressing gratitude fulfills this need. When a woman takes the time to express heartfelt appreciation, it communicates that she values not only what her partner does, but also who he is. This distinction is critical because it shifts the focus from transactional gratitude to genuine acknowledgement of the person's inherent worth. Appreciation also has the power to soften conflicts and strengthen resilience in the relationship. In challenging moments, it can serve as a reminder of the positive aspects of the partnership, helping to balance frustrations or disagreements. For instance, expressing gratitude for a partner's patience or support during a stressful period can diffuse tension and bring the focus back to the shared bond. This ability to highlight the positive reinforces the idea that the relationship is a safe and nurturing space, even in times of difficulty. Beyond verbal expressions, appreciation can also be demonstrated through actions. Small, thoughtful gestures, such as preparing a favorite meal, writing a heartfelt note, or giving a warm embrace, speak volumes about how much the other person is valued. These acts of kindness serve as tangible representations of gratitude, creating moments of connection that words alone may not fully capture. Such gestures also have a cumulative effect, building a reservoir of positive emotions that can sustain the relationship over time. When appreciation becomes a regular part of the relationship dynamic, it sets the stage for deeper emotional intimacy. It fosters an environment where both partners feel encouraged to give and receive love freely, without fear of being overlooked or undervalued. Men often respond to this with increased emotional openness and a greater willingness to invest in the relationship, as they feel their efforts are met with recognition and respect. Appreciation is not just a tool for fostering connection, it is an expression of love in its purest form. By making the effort to notice and acknowledge the goodness in a partner, a woman nurtures the emotional bond and creates a relationship where both individuals feel cherished and fulfilled. This simple practice of gratitude has the power to transform ordinary moments into profound expressions of connection and love. Active listening is one of the most impactful ways to foster emotional connection and demonstrate care in any relationship. It goes beyond merely hearing words. It involves fully engaging with the other person, understanding their emotions and thoughts, and creating a safe space for open and honest communication. Men, like anyone, respond profoundly to this kind of attention because it shows that they are valued, respected, and truly understood. Active listening is not just a skill, but a gift that deepens emotional bonds and builds trust over time. At the heart of active listening is presence. Being present means giving your full attention to the person speaking, free from distractions or preconceived judgments. This requires setting aside your own thoughts and focusing entirely on what the other person is saying. For example, when a man shares his experiences, worries, or dreams, active listening involves not just hearing his words, but also tuning into the emotions behind them. This level of attentiveness signals that his voice matters and that he is not just being heard, but truly seen. Nonverbal communication is a critical component of active listening. Maintaining eye contact, nodding in acknowledgement, and offering affirming gestures such as a smile or a reassuring touch all convey genuine interest and engagement. These small but significant actions demonstrate that you are emotionally invested in the conversation. They also create a sense of safety, encouraging the speaker to open up further. When a man feels that he is being listened to in this way, it fosters an emotional connection that words alone cannot achieve. Another vital aspect of active listening is reflecting and validating the other person's feelings. This means paraphrasing what they have said to show understanding and acknowledging their emotions without judgment. For instance, if a man shares a challenge he is facing, responding with empathy, such such things sounds really difficult. I can see why you'd feel that way, can be incredibly affirming. This kind of validation creates an emotional bridge, reinforcing the idea that his experiences and feelings are important and valued. Active listening also involves asking thoughtful questions that encourage deeper sharing. Open-ended questions such as, how does that make you feel? Or what do you think you might do next? Invite the speaker to explore their thoughts and emotions more fully. This not only deepens the conversation, but also shows genuine curiosity and care for the other person's inner world. For men who may sometimes feel hesitant to express their emotions, this gentle prompting can be especially meaningful as it provides a safe space to share without fear of judgment. Listening actively also requires patience and restraint. It means resisting the urge to interrupt, offer solutions, or shift the focus of the conversation prematurely. Sometimes people simply want to be heard, not fixed. Allowing a man to express himself fully before responding demonstrates respect for his thoughts and emotions, fostering a sense of mutual understanding and trust. Active listening is an act of love. It communicates that you are willing to prioritize the other person's thoughts and feelings, creating a foundation of emotional intimacy and respect. Men respond deeply to this because it fulfills a fundamental human need, the desire to be understood and valued. By mastering the art of active listening, you nurture a relationship where both individuals feel seen, heard, and deeply connected. Empathy is a profound force that enables emotional connection and fosters understanding in any relationship. It goes beyond sympathy or mere acknowledgement of someone's feelings. Empathy involves stepping into another person's experience, truly feeling what they feel, and responding with compassion and care. In romantic relationships, this quality is especially transformative. Men respond emotionally to a woman who demonstrates empathy because it communicates a deep sense of validation, care, and emotional safety. When a woman consistently approaches interactions with empathy, she creates an environment where trust, intimacy, and love can thrive. Empathy begins with the willingness to see the world through someone else's eyes. This means setting aside personal biases, judgments, or assumptions, and fully immersing yourself in the other person's perspective. For example, when a man shares his challenges or emotions, an empathetic response might involve imagining how he feels, considering the circumstances from his point of view, and acknowledging the depth of his experience. This kind of emotional attunement shows that his feelings are important and understood. Empathy also involves recognizing and validating emotions, even if they differ from your own. For instance, a man may express frustration or sadness over a situation that might not seem significant from an outside perspective. Rather than dismissing or minimizing his feelings, an empathetic approach would involve acknowledging them with genuine care. Phrases like, "I can see why you'd feel that way," or "that sounds really hard," convey understanding and respect. This validation is powerful because it reassures him that his emotions are seen as valid and meaningful, fostering a sense of emotional closeness. Listening plays a crucial role in demonstrating empathy. Actively listening to what the other person is saying without interruption or judgment allows you to truly understand their experiences and emotions. This requires patience and attentiveness, focusing on the nuances of their words and the emotions behind them. Men often feel emotionally supported when they sense that their partner is fully present and engaged in understanding their thoughts and feelings. This level of attention and care reinforces the bond and encourages open communication. Empathy is also about responding in ways that reflect care and support. Once you have understood the other person's feelings, offering comforting words, thoughtful gestures, or even silent presence can make a significant difference. For example, a gentle touch, a reassuring smile, or simply saying, "I'm here for you," can convey empathy more powerfully than elaborate solutions or advice. These actions create an atmosphere of emotional safety, where the man feels he can be vulnerable without fear of being judged or misunderstood. Empathy strengthens resilience in relationships by fostering mutual understanding. When both partners consistently practice empathy, they create a space where challenges can be approached collaboratively and compassionately. For a man, knowing that his partner genuinely cares about his emotional well-being provides a sense of stability and reassurance, deepening the emotional connection between them. Empathy is a cornerstone of emotional intimacy. It bridges gaps, dissolves misunderstandings, and creates a bond based on mutual care and understanding. Men respond emotionally to empathetic gestures because they fulfill a fundamental human need: to be seen, heard, and valued for who they truly are. By cultivating empathy, a woman nurtures a relationship built on love, trust, and emotional depth, where both partners feel supported and connected. Creating a sense of emotional safety is one of the most essential elements in building and sustaining a strong and meaningful relationship. Emotional safety is the foundation that allows individuals to be vulnerable, authentic, and open without fear of judgment, criticism, or rejection. For men, this environment is particularly significant because it nurtures trust and encourages emotional expression, which can often be more challenging due to societal norms and expectations. When a woman actively fosters emotional safety, it creates a space where her partner feels valued, respected, and deeply connected. Emotional safety begins with consistent and non-judgmental communication. Men, like anyone, want to feel that they can express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences without fear of being misunderstood or criticized. This involves listening with an open mind and responding with kindness and understanding. For example, when a man shares something personal or vulnerable, an emotionally safe response would avoid dismissing or trivializing his feelings. Instead, it would validate his experience with empathy and care, such as saying, "I appreciate you sharing that with me," or "That must have been really difficult for you." Another crucial aspect of creating emotional safety is trustworthiness. Consistency in words and actions builds a foundation of reliability and dependability. When a man feels that his partner is honest and consistent, it reinforces the idea that the relationship is a secure space. Keeping promises, maintaining confidentiality, and showing up during times of need are all ways to demonstrate trustworthiness. These actions communicate that he can rely on his partner not only for support but also as a steady presence in his life. Understanding and respecting boundaries is also integral to fostering emotional safety. Each individual has unique needs and limits, and recognizing these without pushing or pressuring creates an environment of mutual respect. For instance, if a man is not ready to discuss certain topics or needs time to process his emotions, honoring his space and timing communicates that his comfort is a priority. This respect for boundaries fosters a sense of autonomy within the relationship while strengthening the bond of trust. Forgiveness and patience play a significant role in creating a safe emotional space. No relationship is without its challenges, and mistakes are inevitable. However, how these moments are handled makes all the difference. Approaching conflicts with understanding rather than blame and focusing on resolution rather than dwelling on fault creates an atmosphere where both partners feel safe to grow and improve together. For a man, knowing that his mistakes will not lead to harsh judgment but instead to constructive dialogue encourages him to be more open and honest. Emotional safety is further enhanced by showing unconditional acceptance. This means embracing a partner for who they are, with all their strengths, imperfections, and complexities. Men often feel deeply connected to a partner who accepts them without trying to change or control them. This acceptance fosters a sense of belonging, as it reassures them that they are loved and valued for their authentic selves. Creating emotional safety is about building a relationship rooted in trust, understanding, and mutual care. It is the space where both partners can thrive emotionally and grow together. Men respond powerfully to this environment because it fulfills their need for connection, acceptance, and security. By prioritizing emotional safety, a woman not only strengthens the relationship, but also nurtures a bond that is resilient, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. Thanks for watching.